comes the news with a twist and a grin. Stephen Allen diving in again.
Britain is in the grip of a vomiting epidemic. He'll hit your brain like a lightning spark.
Stephen Allen, almost daily. Laughs and facts, served out plainly. Your dose of wit, it's never shady. Stephen Allen, almost daily.
Hello and welcome to Stephen Allen Almost Daily. I'm Stephen Allen. It's a day. What more do you want? You'd want it to be the right day, but again, you're asking too much. It's a day. What more do you want? The catchphrase genuinely works for this. Because today is a Saturday, which means this is a catch-up session because I couldn't do the normal streaming show Friday at midday or indeed Friday night because I was performing on the stage Friday night. Ooh, theatre loves. So I'm here. Mr. Saturday Night. Technically, it's a... that needs doing up, doesn't it? Technically, it's a Friday show, so I should have the keyboard plugged in. Did not have time. It's been a busy day. I worked this morning. Blah, blah, blah. It's mainly going to be moaning. Plus, also, I found out this evening that a joke that I phrased badly on GB News on Wednesday, was it the Wednesday before? I think it was the Wednesday before, was one of the most complained about Ofcom events of the week. I think it was the second most complained about thing on TV. So we'll see how that goes. It's been fine. It's been lovely. I've enjoyed this career. Meanwhile, if you want to get involved in this YouTube thing, or I guess I'll be spending a lot of my time these days, you could go to, well, you're on it, youtube.com/Mr. Stephen Allen. In theory, just to get the viewing figures up, I'm watching it over there too. Like and subscribe almost daily. You can get involved in the chit-chat over here. Let's see what's happening. Let's start at the top. Proper Memes was in first. Hello. Martin says, evening all. Hit those thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. How is it you remember to do that? And I need to remember this. I could have stuff written. You can't see what's on there. It's a night. What more do you want? I mean, the answer is a daytime show, isn't it? Charlotte says, hello. Get the uke out. Don't you worry. Almost tuned as well. More on that story later. After Dark Allen sounds like a chocolate mint you have with your tea. Are these After Dark Allens? Of course, the Americans would call that an After Dark hex nut. Well, that sounds more like a chocolate. Damn it. Martin says a notorious burglar. No, notorious. I mean, he says he's out late doing comedy. That's true. There's no evidence. No one's necessarily called me a comedian. Anyone you've seen call me a comedian is doing that because I've said it to them. God, that's true. Good God. Watching you on the big screen tonight. How many inches you packing? What do you got? Give me a diagonal or across the top. I always measure it diagonally. Technically, it's a bit longer. I will quote the hypotenuse. Ketchup session. It is. Tonight is a ketchup session. According to a source. Oh, we're in early. Like and subscribe. I wish a few more years, please. Well, that's true. Saucy, says Martin. Damn it, he did the joke before me. Things are looking up. I actually got a heads up from YouTube. Really? Wow. Also, I mean, technically, viewers. It was suggested. I went to the YouTube page and it suggested it, so that's a good sign, isn't it? And I'm at work, says Votan, but there are no home visits, and I'm finishing at 2300. So am I. Are we going to finish together? Blouse, says Ems. I'm getting my blues on. That's my blues on. Yeah. 55 inches, says Charlotte. Good God. Well, that's more than me. And what am I watching on a? I'm watching it on a 26 or something. I've just pressed the wrong button. God, that goes back to the old days, doesn't it? Wow, I didn't even realize that was still a button. Woo, good God. It's a weird new catchphrase. Let's refresh the front pages to see what we've got coming in. All right, we can start. We start off today's show by looking at tomorrow's front pages. front pages. Although before we get there, correctly, Charlotte points out the tone has been set.
Tone has been set.
55 inches. It's a hell of a tone, isn't it? He's a big lad, is Bhutan. Steve, hairy too. How long did I leave that thing open for? I should be getting hairier in the future, thanks to Turkey. I'm a flipping having it. Hit the bell for notifications on the YouTube page as well, Martin. We should. I'm a responsible broadcaster, even though Ofcom does not think that. And what you need to do is hit the bell on the screen. No other bells, otherwise. Charlotte had a whiff of CSP. Yeah, they're loaded in down the bottom. Just because they've got all the camera settings. I didn't realise I still had them as shortcuts. To the front pages, where we start with the Daily Mail. Just 4% say William should make first move in peace talks. Thank God the Daily Mail bothered to ask people this important question. I don't know about you. I've been sitting around all day sick. And by sick, I mean runny poos, fraught with runny poos. I've been fraught with the runs, worried about... So, firstly, the main question on the front of my mind has been, should William make the first move in peace talks? But even more than that, what do other people think about that question? It's all very well me having an opinion on a question that really doesn't matter. But what are the other people's opinions which matter even less than mine? And I'm glad to find out that just 4% say that William so 96% say he shouldn't, or probably some of them didn't care. I imagine 95-point-something% of people didn't care. Just 4% said he should make the first move. And one of those people was Prince Harry. And, I mean, it depends how many people they surveyed. That could be it. No, I'll zoom on it because you got to do it. This is where my heart has been sinking so much. When they move back to the UK, more of my turning up on telly to talk about the news will be, and can we also talk about this story? And it'll be Harry and Meghan jam-related. I'd zoom in. No, because I'm not even going to squint for a story like this. It's going to be bigger. I'm not doing it. Prince William should wait for Harry to make the first move. Oh, he's like on a third date. What's going on? In rebuilding the royal brothers' shattered relationship, a major poll revealed last night. 4% of Britons believe I think that says onus. It's very difficult to tell with this font, isn't it? Can you see that on your screen better than me? I mean, why else? You wouldn't put an anus on the Prince of Wales. I think I'm right in saying that. As we forge a peace deal when the Duke and Duchess of Sussex return to the UK in the coming days, according to the survey commissioned by the Mail on Sunday. No! Who would have thought that? So the newspaper that will be printing loads of stories about them, who've just been to court with them, care about this, and also obviously everyone else. Sorry, I don't know why I'm implying they don't. With the royal family gathered at Balmoral this weekend for their traditional... No, I ain't turning to page 6. Oh, there's 2 stories on the front page. This is what it's going to be like. This is our future now. Meghan's TV comeback has been canned, claims top royal author. Page 7. I ain't getting to page 6. Why are you telling me about page 7? Do you think you're going to get me to page 7 with this BS? Well, says Charlotte, he's already called Willie. What harm does it do? Oh, the onus. I always preferred the Crankies. Just William. What's happening here? Poll says William should make the first move in takes. I'm glad we're up to date with it. I hope you don't mind that I won't spend ages on that story. The Observer, the way home. That's taking the mick, innit? Can Burnham bring rough sleepers inside by Christmas? That's a bit cheeky as a headline. The way home. You don't have one, though. That's the only way that's a pun, isn't it? The record numbers of homeless on the streets. I mean, it's not looking like it's... What AI happens down here? Homeless, sorry, trying to raise money for hostel. Thank you. God bless. No punctuation. It's almost like the Observer doesn't want people to read it. If that's the front page, it's like, why don't you tune in and get a telling off? Or don't spend your... Bear with. £4.50? For the... Flipping it. You could buy a book for that. The Sunday Telegraph. Why modern dating can be so tough. I can tell you why. You're kissing a cactus. I don't know what you were Googling for, but you ended up with a succulent. So you missed it by that much. I don't know what, I roughly know what you were searching for in the dating apps, but you ended up with a succulent. The Daily Sunday Telegraph also says, Iranian hackers shut UK power plant. What? Shall we have a look? Remember, I've not seen any of these stories. The front pages have just come out, so we read through them together. Well, I badly read through them. You sit there and probably can read them better than I can. That is a better monitor than this. I need a 55-incher. I'm sure Temu offers me one. Unprecedented cyber attacks linked to IRGC disabled the facility for 4 days. And we're hearing about this now? Iran shut down a British power plant for 4 days in an unprecedented cyber attack, The Telegraph can disclose. It is thought to be. It's not just me, is it? Do you find that hard to read as well? It's made it worse. Is thought to be the first time that hackers affiliated with the Iranian regime have succeeded in closing down such a facility. Which one? And what 4 days? And was it one of them, their nuclear ones? That's the worry one, isn't it? The Telegraph understands, well, good bully for you with your big words, that the incident took place the same time as a series of attacks on US war. Wow. This is the thing with AI. People are multitasking. I'd be hacking them one at a time. British officials refuse to be drawn on which power. Then I don't care. The Telegraph. Give me the details I want to know. I suppose the details we want to know is, oh no, that's clearer. I should have clicked like that. Well, the details we want to know is, did we cope? Did we survive? If they shut down a power plant, did we have blackouts all over the place? Or did somehow we have enough power production in that? I guess we did. I guess we're absolutely fine with that. Yeah, in your face, IRGC. Labour will send HMRC, IRGC and HMRC, both terror organisations. HMRC Mansion Tax Police to assess home values. It's again scary, isn't it? It's a nice place you got here. It's a shame if something was to happen to it. Andy Burnham will say, no, I can't be bothered. Sending around Mansion Tax Police to inspect people's properties and decide whether... Do you mean like an estate agent? Are the police trained in valuing properties? I suppose the problem is, if you just send around estate agents, they just BS everything right up the wazoo, don't they? Oh, a nice spacious 4-bed, like, well, one of those beds is just that cushion on the floor, but all right. We're going to get stung. That's what's going to happen there. Not that I have a mansion. Not yet. Ko-fi.com/Mr. Stephen Allen. Buy me a mansion. No guarantee of royal Christmas for Harry and Meghan. Bye. We'll take a little break for more comments. Where do we get to? We'll start at the bottom. Non-Stick Nick's here. Hello. Our own government has shut down more power stations than the IRGC. Yep. Tried to come up with 2 to 3 names for new treatments. Succulent. So, well, if you make it Lent as well, it's something to do around Easter, isn't it? Oh, my trousers are falling down. Succulent. Here's something not to give up for 40 days. Right up the wazoo. That's another name of a treatment, isn't it? Rubes, is that a song lyric? Our future is no music, no theatre, no comedy, no dogs. If we don't all learn to stand up for our culture. Our future is no music, no theatre. Am I going the wrong? Our future is no music, no theatre, no comedy, no dogs. If we don't learn to stand up for our culture, yeah. I know that scans better. Am I playing the wrong type of music for you? Given, if you're thinking, has Steve learnt new songs on the ukulele? No. When was the last time we did a show? All that time, I like cleaning windows to earn an honest... It's so good. It's peak ukulele, isn't it? If you're going to learn any song on the ukulele, and for the love of God, don't. When I'm cleaning windows. You could do a Mr. Wu if you want to be all special about it, but basically... Because I think it's what I like about it. As a song, it's nothing other than just being rude. And that's basically what this show is. I don't know if you've noticed, but... Like, it keeps like, oh, I've seen some newlyweds. I wish I was him. Ugh. You couldn't get away with it these days. I like doing YouTube with the stories that I find. They're mainly about bumholes. It's a problem with my mind. I like the stories that I see. The cheeky ones, they tickle me. Mainly about Sydney Sweeney when I'm doing YouTubes. It's almost in tune, says thanks. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not, but it is. And I'll take it. It's almost like, it's a shame. I think he was born too early, George Formby, because all of the, it's kind of like, oh, a little bit cheeky. These days you get away with a lot ruder stuff. Kind of, up the window I had a glance, I've seen a lady in her pants, I'd be in them if I had a chance, when I'm cleaning windows. You are thinking, you're the king of the ukulele, Steve. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you. You need a floral necklace to match your ukulele, and you'd get laid. Sex position's what I do. I've even tried it on the loo. I've tried bukkake, but not with you. It's why I'm cleaning this window. I've got to get the stain off. I don't know where to start. And then I'll clean these trousers. I should not have trusted that fart. I'm trying lots of funny bits. I had one lady, she was in fits. Then I motorboated on her tits. Do you know what I mean? I think the modern day version of it would be a bit more fun. More fun. Turned out nice again. Prince of Dark Comedy. Says Robin Memes. Thank you. That strummed stringed instrument thing is the invention of the Prince of Darkness. I can't quite reach it from here. I can show you the... Oh, there's no way for you to work it out. There's my guitar pedal there. I'm getting too much hum. But as soon as that bad boy is in this mixing desk, the Strat's coming out. Ah! There it is. Like and subscribe. There it is. Click that little... Bam. Yeah. Then who's going to look like a pillock? No, it's still me. You are the only person who could make nothing into a song. Charlotte, I'm choosing to take that as a compliment. Thank you. Play a song on the ukulele about the state of UK lately. No, I've not got anything. Joodles is here. You've missed all the music, Joodles. It's a shame. Steve's turning into a dirty Dominic Frisbee. I don't think you need to be... he's dirty, is where I'm trying to go with that. He's a dirty boy. No, he's... I wish I had the musical abilities, career, money, hair, BMI. I wish I could be him. It's a bit of a pain. And what time do you call this? Turned out nice again. Says Ems. It's in me now. There's no getting away with it. When I'm cleaning windows, sounds like a session defragging the hard drive. Now I like moving clusters to get a better drive. I've been doing it quite often since I had Windows 95. I'm thinking of something that rhymes with Linux. More on that story later. Meanwhile, we're back in with, what's this one? Jog-On. Where's it gone? Ooh, that was wrong. Ooh. That's not going to be a... What is... It's football, isn't it? It says football exclusive. And I think that means this is a football story. Now, you know I'm not an expert on football, but I know that much to know that a football exclusive. I know what those two words mean. When I'm cleaning windows. You're right. I need to do a full song about checking. Well, not checking my hard drive, proper memes. Not like that. Leave it out. I know I played a newsreader on TV, but I'm not like that. Trent Alexander-Arnold has spoken out about the online abuse he received for leaving Liverpool for Real Madrid last summer. I know it's pronounced Real. I'm leaving that story there. What's this at the top? Free 6-pack of crisps. Puffs. You can't say it. Flip. Good God. I'm in enough trouble with Ofcom. I got more complaints than Adam Brooks. For the first time ever. The Sunday People. Wrong way, crash, horror, football. Okay, there's nothing on there for me at all. The Daily Star. Crisps or puffs? You decide. I'm the Duke of Sussex. Now, when you say double, I don't think. Firstly, face not quite right. Secondly, wrong uniform. He dressed as the German 1939. Quick beep it before I say the word. A spitting image? I know it's been dry, but you're not spitting very well. Of Prince Harry is delighted the royal is returning to the UK because he's cashing in with a flood of bookings. Flood. Dry weather. God. Doppelganger, and they bothered with. It's not a diaresis, is it? Because there's no other vowel in it. So is that a Joodles doesn't know? Is that an umlaut over the A there? Is doppelganger? Reese Whittock says, I've been incredibly lucky. Not that lucky, because you are a Let's have a look. OMG, those crisps are divine. What do we get to? Alan's here. Hi, Steve. I'm sorry for being late. I've written down your name, don't worry. Think Scammer tried to chat me up just now. I missed the music to your ears. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll end up playing it again. Doozers were defragging Fraggle Rock. They were colonizers. Daniel Fraggle Rock. Don't know the chords, but I do know the clapping. That's more like Alistair Beckett King. It is, isn't it? You know to whom I alluded, don't you? Hang on. Fortan, where have you gone to? You are the only person who can make nothing into a song, whereas another well-known podcaster can turn a song into nothing. I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm glad it's not me after some of the songs I've done. Thank you. We talked about that on TV today. Don't forget to go to Spotify and Amazon Music, where I believe it's now 9 people have listened to that song. It's been played 9 times, and according to the statistics, 8 of them were Joodles. But 1 other person has listened to that song. Thank you. That player in Madrid, is he for Real? Joodle says, umlaut! And I'm guessing that by the capital U and the exclamation mark. Proper meme says it's an A with the 2 dots above it. You're right. Umlaut? I hardly knew her, says Squirrel. Awesome, Phil. You well? Who's Phil? Oh, Phil's here. Maltese Phil. The filling of a malt. Yeah, I know, the honeycomb centre. Umlaut is the hesitant opposite of lagerlaut. Yeah. Right, I think they might be your front pages. I'll do a refresh. Oh, damn it, the Times has turned up. Right. Although it's got a picture of Diana Rigg, so there's something for everyone on today's show. More on that story in a second. Here we are. Whenever you're ready. Oh, look, Diana Rigg. The stylish last days of my mother. Well, I'm not going to joke about them. Ridley Scott at 88. Interview. Looks happy about it. Meghan. Harry and Meghan's move to Britain may only be for a year, say friends. 3 journalists working on that story, which really has the word may doing an absolute metric S-ton of heavy lifting. Or may not. They're the 2 situations. Top research has narrowed it down to 2 situations where Harry and Meghan may stay for a year or may stay for longer than a year. Actually, 3 situations. They may stay for less than a year. We've narrowed it down to one of those 3 if you just use real numbers. If you involve complex numbers and the complex plane imaginary numbers, there are an infinite number of solutions to that equation. More on that as it breaks. Mayor's given power to block NIMBY protests. See how that goes then. Andy Burnham will hand mayors. He loves a mayor, doesn't he? Weird. It's not very well. People keep forgetting. Boris Johnson was one. The power to overrule councils and force through plans to build houses, tower blocks, and skyscrapers. The Prime Minister will announce proposals this week that allow regional mayors to take over large-scale planning applications and direct a council to take them forward or refuse them. We've narrowed it down to 2. They'll either be taking them forwards or they'll be refusing them, or a third option that I've not thought of yet. Inside number 10 North with Andy Burnham. No, there's enough videos. He's eating crisps, isn't he? He's sat there, he's jumping his way through a bag of puffs. Oh, that would have been better if it was on screen. That's the next thing Andy Burnham's doing. Sorry, Ofcom. Russia withdraws its UK envoy. I'm surprised we still had one. There seems to be some police there, and you're up to date. So, I think we get through the front pages. Back into this. I taught some of Harry's friends years ago. They were all as stupid as him, but got into Eton like him. It's what noise was that? Who's clicking on the outside of the shed at this time of night? It's the apples. How'd you like them apples? I've said this, whether it was on the audio podcast or something. All of this, we're coming over to the UK to give our kids a better education. Your kids don't need a better education. You're royal. Send them to a fancy school. The fancy school will give them good grades and everything because you ain't going to fail a royal. And it's not as if anyone is going to be, oh, should we hire this prince for something? You didn't get GCSE maths. Oh, no. Absolutely. Steve would clean the windows. Maltese Phil, imagine the UK if it were like Malta. Build what you want, where you want, even if it's not your land. Feel that resolution, baby. Alan Partridge shrug gif. Rachel Sterling rigged her mother's interview. Good to see you. I'm just reading out some of these. Just been out in Valletta with her. Valletta? Barely knew her. Also, sounds like an ice cream. 2 of those lads were James and Harry Mead. At their party when Harry wore the armband. You clearly haven't met travellers. It's hard, isn't it? Statistically, you may never do. Boris Johnson completed this term, I imagine, a term as mayor. Burnham didn't. I never thought I'd say that. Elton John might pay for Harry's court case. If him and Meghan need to hide out, there's always Elton's wig. Shalom. Alex, thank you for balance. That really helps. Look at Prince Edward. Do I have to? Good shout, Steve. They really useful theatre company. Yes. Is Chris here, says Jules? I think he's been listening to your tunes too. No. Whereabouts? Do you live down in Brighton? Because the other person who listened to a song once... Because it logs all of your data. Someone in Brighton listened to it, so... Boo-dim-boo. Put that down there. Non-stick Nick. Elton John is great on the piano. Sucks on the organ. Makes me think of... So, you're up to date with those. Shall we go into the newspapers? I think we've got a jingle for that. Let's give it a try.
Let's get inside the news.
Ding, 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 ding. Lots to get through. on. No, we're not. It's halfway through the show already. Don't worry, not lots to get through. This probably won't show up, but Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa star celebrates 31st birthday on her 8th holiday of the year. Wow. Having said that, though, you've missed all the good weather over here, Dua Lipa. I bet she's absolutely kicking herself. She's in this one. She's trying. But the reason I put this story in is just credit where it's due. Where it's Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa. I mean, an absolute treat. Well done. Thank you, Dua Lipa. That's in the way. That's an absolute treat. You know what I'm like on this show, though? You know our work that we do with Sydney Sweeney, with Blue Roll, because it's all very well having a bit of a laugh, bit of a giggle, but sometimes I do think the level of nudity in the newspapers is a bit much, and this is why we use Blue Roll to make outfits for people, Sydney Sweeney mainly, but just to cover her up to the level that I would like to see her covered up. So I've made a Blue Roll outfit for Dua Lipa for the level that I would like to see her covered up. That's better, isn't it? So you're up to date. No, there's no... I think decorum is... All right, if you absolutely must, stop moaning at the back. There you go. That's just better. They'll catch on. Not like that. The Blue Roll, it's a way forwards. Let's put that over there. Dua Lipa has a masculine shape, says Votan. Nope. Nope. Votan, if that's a masculine shape, you want to check your hormones, my friend. Someone's been slipping you the old HRT into your tea. HRTT. That's what you've been having. They've been putting the T in the HRT. T. That bikini is so tiny, I can see her Dua Lipa. I don't speak Latin myself, but I know what you're saying there, proper memes. I like the cut of your jib. I'm not sure if it was Dua IPA, says Martin. Charlotte says, Jesus Christ, there's no way I can get 8 holidays in before I'm 31. There's no way. No, there is a way you could. There's literally no way I could. Even with time travel, even with Einsteinian mechanics, no one's traveling that fast. Creepy guy's been out here. What? Who's done what? Creepy. Oh, hello, Dua Lipa. Can I take a? I'll take a little picture. When I'm leaping Duas. Blue Roll Corner. We need a jingle. Steve N. Haram. What? Lol, you nutter. Nutter? I barely knew her. Wow, says Alex. I'll take that as a compliment. Leopard print is covering the... I suppose it is. That's not my shape. That's for sure. If it is, Martin, do send pictures. Steve, please don't play Candle in the Wind 97. All right? If you do go on my YouTube, there is a video of a version of it from Prince Philip's funeral. The more I think about it, the more I'm amazed I don't get in trouble with Ofcom more. It's one thing to give charity, another to inflict torture on a nation. Dua Lipa set new rules for Elton, trying to keep things clean after Thursday Live. Anything in Sweden. What? Electric Blue Roll. Thank you. Meanwhile, what have I got up next? Now, seeing as Ofcom are investigating a comment I made about migrants, now I picked these stories before I knew that was happening. But migrants can enjoy days out that would cost hard-pressed families up to £340 for just £30, a Sun investigation can reveal. And before you get all het up about it, he says, backpedaling, this might not be a bad idea. It depends how far out these days are, doesn't it? If it's £30, Have you thought of visiting northern France? The delightful beaches of Calais. Why not go to Paris and see the Tour Eiffel? And also stay there. I'm just saying, one in, one out, not working. Day trip to France. It's not the stupidest idea, because I think we've already tried those. Ruben says it's beer o'clock again. Have I driven you to drink yet again? A version of Candle in the Wind. Well, yeah. Especially with all the blue roll around, you go up like an absolute tinderbox. Oh my God. That's better. Sir Trevor MacDonald. Sir Trev's not a fan of animal cash bid. Ex-ITN newsreader Sir Trevor MacDonald says the Bank of England should not replace historical figures on banknotes with animals. And what I like about this is, it's such a... No one really asked him about it, did we? Do you know what I mean? Like, I normally say, whenever those stories coming up saying Danny Dyer thinks aliens exist, thank God someone bothered to ask him what he thinks about a thing. How would we have coped? That's worse than the survey that found out that 4% of people bothered to reply to an email by the Daily Mail. But this one, I actually like, because it's Sir Trevor MacDonald talking about a story that's not really that impactful news-wise, so it would be covered at the end of the bulletin, so someone's literally going to get to say, and finally, Sir Trevor MacDonald thinks a thing. He's his own and finally. Obviously, how old is he now? 87. Not long until the headline, and finally, is going to be... Won't get to do those jokes. And finally. Not sure you can get away with that. Some might mistake parks and zoos for butchers. Send as many migrants as possible to Canterbury Cathedral. Mine is a double-decker o'clock. Oh, I love a double-decker. Why do animals need cash? That's a good point. I'm now trying to think which ones would. Badgers, no. Banks, there's a joke somewhere. Banknotes should have the lizard versions of the royals. The NatWest checkbooks, Jules, you're right. I miss the old-fashioned days of writing a check. No, I don't. What am I talking about? Just to see a picture of an animal. I've seen what a stoat looks like. They're not all that. I wonder how many complaints Ofcom got for Lewis Schaefer's comments. I don't know, actually. It was very much, I know the joke I was trying to do, and it was a version of the joke that I did on 5 Live like 3 days before, and it worked. And I didn't land it well. And everyone thinks I meant something else by it. And I've been getting some hate online, which is muted, thinking, that'll go away. Not going away. Ooh, says Martin. I'm presuming that's how it was said. Pub band across the road is playing Squeeze. Dibbidum-ding, dibbidum-ding, doo-doo. Oh, another nail in my heart. I'm not going to get away with that one. No, I'd find the chords for Up the Junction, but I don't think... I'm not going to be able to pull off another nail in my heart. My fave German joke is about Taschengeld, when they had no Tasch. Taschengeld. Normally YouTube translates this stuff for me. Martin, at this point, I'll have another nail in my head if Steve sings again. Yes. And finally. Oops. What have we got here? Charlotte, I'll win you back with this. The Staith. Look at that. You barely tell the difference. I'm trying to just do the... He looks like he's seen something over there. He's not sure about it. You are not a salmon. Jason movie leaked. I don't want to watch him do that. You might. Amazon accidentally leaked Jason Statham's latest action movie on its Prime Video service days before it was supposed to debut in cinemas. Mutiny was available to view for a number of hours early this week. Oh. Did anyone notice? Subscribers couldn't believe their luck. commenting on X. Don't comment. Why would you comment on X? All this free thing. We might get something free from Amazon. Not really free because you're still paying for it. Look, we might get one up on a massive corporation that makes people wee in bottles. Obviously, we all love to wee in a bottle, so that's not really a thing. But there's some big Jeff Bezos who got divorced and still was somehow the richest man. How does that happen? So maybe you get a little bit of win back in life.
Oh, let's tell everyone so it gets shut down straight away.
You. I only said salmon under there. Sources say the 59-year-old's film is already being pirated in territories that distributor Lionsgate put millions into acquiring. He's just been told about it. I think I nailed that impression. Let's have a look. Martin, this one, I've read that one. Sure, says Martin. Sure, maybe it's like that. He knows I'm only teasing. You hum it, I'll play it. Well, he's only. What would I go after that? That's where I'm going. When Eiffel Tower was built, says Alan, someone fell from the tower, land on the ground. One man said, "Are you okay?" The other man replied, "I fell from the tower." I fell. He fell. He fell. Someone, that's a good name for a tower. Here's my favourite joke, says Proper Memes. All right, let's set it up like this. Let's build it high. It's not what normally one would do in the world of comedy, but you go for it. What do you call a person who steals? Kleptomaniac. A person who burns things, pyromaniac. Who does both? Germaniac. A salmon. Good point, well made. Seeing double. Okay, you've won me back, Steve. You're not a salmon. What's this? 100,000% want to see Jason Statham leak. How old is he these days? What did it say in there? 50, 59 or something? He'll do a bit of that. Martin, have you seen him being a go-go dancer in music video? It's definitely gave me the ick. I thought you meant me for a minute there. I wonder if Benjamin Butterworth is related to Peter Butterworth of Carry On fame. God, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah. Knowing someone who in a Carry On, I'll be up for that. Right, what do we get to? Oh, yes. Put that down. Put that down before we end up doing a Don't Worry, Be Happy. Trim Jong-Un only. Trim Jong-Un only. Trim Jong-Un only. Trim Jong-Un only. No, I can't make that one sing. Sorry about that. I can't make anything sing. North Korean despot Kim Jong-un has ruled private barbers don't cut it, and only cheaper state-run shops with a limited range of styles are allowed. But younger people are said to be defying the ban. Good luck for you. Obviously, I'm biased when it comes to thinking hair might not be all that. I will go and buy some at some stage, but if I were living in North Korea, I don't think I'd defy the state to have a different haircut. Profit and gain, you know what I mean? Of all the things to be taken out for, oh, he had bangs, and then it was bang bangs. You know what I mean? Here's what needs to be said. Come and join me over on the. I don't want to say this out loud in case someone hears. Cam. It's a bit cheeky for North Korea to have a policy where you're only allowed to pick one of 6 different haircuts. And yet, if you say they all look alike, we've said enough. Let's join me back over on the Let's Not Say It Cam. Welcome back. No, it's like they're goading you into it, aren't they? It's entrapment. Let's all have exactly the same haircut. Oh, you guys all look alike. Never work again. I'll never work again anyway. Join the Hollywood set on sea set. Join the Hollywood on sea set. Join the Seaside Hollywood on sea set for just £30,000. Auctioneers are offering the chance to become a neighbour of celebrities including Cate Blanchett, But look down here. I have a pen. Lord of the Rings actress Ms. Blanchett. Jason Statham. You are not a salmon. Imogen Stubbs. I bet she does. And Jamie Dornan. And Chris Martin. And Stanley Tucci. Why would you want to buy a plot of land near them so that you could be the poorest person in that neighborhood? Oh, well done. You're the absolute pleb. Look at the rest of them. They're all making... Statham's not making money because they're giving his films away on Amazon for some reason. But everyone else, they are making money hand over fist. And you would be the poorest person in the area. What you should do is take your £30,000 and move to a really cheap area. You would be Johnny Big Potatoes. You would be Billy Big. You'd be Brenda Big Boobs. You'd be the king of the hill. The top of the whatever it is. You would have the fanciest caravan on that site, is what I'm saying. And you would... That's the way you do it. Butterworth was used in Last Tango in Paris. Oh. Double dose of Statham, I'll take it. I bet you would as well. Kim Jong-Un honest, says Proper Memes. Peter Butterworth's son Tyler Butterworth was an actor in the TV series Michael and Angelo. All right. Trim Jong-Un. That's definitely going to be a new treatment I had. Oh. Do you do waxings as well? Doesn't Statham live next door to a nudist beach? You've been really paying attention to this show. Ems, I'm slightly worried that you pay attention to this show. Are you getting your news from this? No, you're right, though. That was the problem, wasn't it? He was moving in next door to a nudist beach, and his missus wanted him to put blinds up. I'm making this up as I go along now, but there was something. And he was like, oh, sorry, I thought I saw a salmon. Or something like that. I can't remember what joke we did. Joodles, thank you very much. Giving me £1.99 for Kate Blanchett. Clate, that's it. Clate Blanchett. Yeah, you know, Clate. I would watch a film with Clate Blanchett in it. Is the Discord just for the girls to talk filth on now? It says, oh, we have a complaint, says Kermit, rather than give us useful information. It can be both. It depends, doesn't it? I consider women talking filth to be quite useful. It's very useful. Who's got the glove? Ask the barber for a Kim Jong-bun, says Non-Stink Nick. I don't think I got enough hair on yet. Alan says, if I was in a hotel with Angelina Jolie on holiday, I can go swimming in the pool and admire the view on the sunbed. It's good you've got that planned for the, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say, unlikely eventuality that you're in that situation. But if you are, I'm glad you already have it planned. You know where to look. Imagine if you missed that. You'd kick yourself, like Dua Lipa getting off that boat. I went on holiday with Angelina Jolie. She was on the Sun Lounger. What do? Looked the other way like a fool. Got distracted. What happened? Missed it. Filth. It's filth, says Joodles. You're the one doing the John Cooper Clarke ASMR. Charlotte says, no, it's all very sweary on there now. This is the place for the filth. Speaking of which, prostate cancer every 8 minutes. You know, I keep bringing this story up because I just think it is thoroughly ridiculous that men weren't included in a screening program. Nah. And then also, it's like, well, you don't get a screening program. You can go and get the blood test. And then it was actually, no, you don't get the blood test. Oh, right. What do you get instead? You get no test. You get the, have you thought about dying? That's the one that we're being offered as men. But one man is diagnosed with prostate cancer every 8 minutes. You'd think he'd have got the hint by now. Do you know what I mean? I think he also might have dementia. And it's not easy to diagnose both at the same time without getting up on the ramps. But this, I think you can do a twofer. You can diagnose two things. This man in question has dementia and prostate issues. Why? He's going back to be tested every 8 minutes, or he knows it. He just enjoys the test. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm a bit worried. I need to have a test. Looks like it's well worn. Just get on with it, doctor. What he's basically saying is, I've got swelling down below. Doctor, I just need to know. Keep going till you hit your elbow when I'm cleaning windows. ASMR. Web squirrel sent mic drop for 600 jewels. Flipping. Thank you, squirrel. I have no idea what these gift things are. Neither have I. But I was brought up properly. I say thank you. I'm not complaining about the girls, but rather a lack of useful information. You know the alerts don't work. How was Joodles not hassled about me about this 15 minutes on? The alert thing, no, you're right. I should be posting on there. I'm all over the shop. I've got flipping kids to do. It's been a busy day. But the fact that I managed to get in here and tune the ukulele, I thought was enough. But I will get on that. I will be sending more alerts. In the news, says Proper Means, it just said that free tests for men are cancelled. The state is against pro-state checks. Look, as I keep saying, you can, I imagine, still get the old-fashioned ones if you go private. Not to a doctor, but if you go private, someone will have a rummage. My doctor was very keen, says Paul. Too keen to use finger tests. He said the blood test was inaccurate. I've been doing that as one of the gags on stage about realising, men, don't be worried. It's not the test anymore. It's a blood test. And I didn't know this. I went to the doctors and he said, should we check your prostate? I started to take my trousers off and he said, don't worry, it's just a little prick. And I was like, well, that makes it worse. Well, yeah. Being up the ladder would make it easier, I suppose. That's true. Yep. Check the exhaust. Paul says Mohammed. I'm not sure why. Thanks for that. Thanks. The swelling has gone down now, says Paul. Right. Where was the swelling? What? Lol, Paul and Ha Ems. What was Ems one again? Being up the ladder. Yep. When I'm up the ladder, just choked on my decker. Carol's round your place, is she? It was a scheme she had on a scheme she had. Trouble in a foreign land. Not that chord. If your doctor is a bit heavy-handed, the finger test can turn into a blood test. Good God, man. It would be rude to not, if you're being tested the old-fashioned way, finger up there, to not do a little bit where you pretend to be a ventriloquist doll. You know what I mean? Because he's had a hard day. He's flipping like, are you up there? Got a gear. Like that. It was weird that he got me to sit on his lap in the first place, if I'm brutally honest, but I went with it. I'm not even joking, says Paul. You come to the right place. Martin says, Shah, I have now seen 2 videos with Statham dancing, and now wonder how I'll get to sleep tonight or ever again. Something to look forward to there. My late sister used to looks at the figure of a man, but she also looks at the packages. That's where our worlds part. Yeah, good to see you. Well, I hopefully, with the way the cameras are arranged in this place, no one gets to see the packages. Let's just double check. That one's a risk, isn't it? But we're fine. Martin, I love that man, but that would be a dumpable offence. Doing what? Constipation was cured anyway. Whew, lordy. Finger bobs. Is this where Jude's got the back mouse from? No, you know what a back mouse is, don't you? Do you not have a rummage on you can get these things? Google it. Links on your Blueski, Steve. I'll check Blueski. Well, I'll get rid of the prostate story. I'll check that while... Blueski dooski. Meanwhile, you can have a quick look at this. Rich Pickens for Holly. I thought I could do two at the same time. Holly Willoughby sponsorship deal on her YouTube show is worth a cool £5 million. And so far, I've not actually clicked on to see what my sponsorship deals are worth. But look, we've all worked on TV. I'm presuming I must be in roughly the same ballpark. Good God. The X This Morning host has relaunched a career with twice weekly streaming together. Look, I do more than twice weekly. I'm almost daily. She's on 5 million. You do the maths. I'll be on less than 5 million because I'm not as famous as Holly. And there's a picture of her topless that leaked. I had to give mine away. So we're a little bit different. And then there's the fact that she only does it twice a week. And I almost daily. So I'm not going to be on 5 million. But surely that's 1 million. I've not checked. I'm feeling good about it. The series, which features interviews, cooking and fashion segments, Dua Lipa's Blue Roll Bikini, which is fashion, not cooking, you weirdo, had around 350,000 views. I'm on 12. Okay, well, still, I'll take it. In August. Oh, God. Across its show's growing numbers of subscribers, it's understood the 45-year-old's partnership with healthcare brand Voy is thought to last for around 18 months. Kofi.com/Mr. Stephen Allen. 90% C school run road rage. 90% C school run road rage. See, run, and rage are our... Well, school is also an option of a verb, isn't it? Road, past tense, best case scenario. Where do I land? See has to be a verb. Right, 90% see, school run road rage. Boom! 9 in 10 parents have seen school... Flipping. Badly parked cars. Oh, he was great. That song he did about that film with Hugh Laurie in it, Grant. Badly parked cars, vehicles, career's over, blocking roads and speeding were the biggest gripes in a poll of 1,000 mums and dads. A third said their kids had nearly been hit by another vehicle, not even by your own. That's what takes the biscuit. And 1 in 20 have been in a collision. It's got to be at least 2. I don't want to tell you what a collision is, but it's got to be 2 in 40. You know, I'm normally all about paring down your denominator, but come on, takes 2 to tango. No, that's butter, isn't it? But the point is, that's quite a high number until you realise it's about school road rage, and you think, how is it not higher than that? I live on a road that's really like 2 roads away from a school, and walking to the school, we have to walk past the people who've parked, and I do the school drop off all the flipping time. And honestly, I say parked, that's giving way too much credit to what basically looks like an EMP went off and they just abandoned the vehicle. They're just BMW, door slung open, couple of kids thrown out, just in the way, just kids arguing, just shouting, just someone's just peeling into it. Quick, we'll be late. You just left it on the end of the road. It's a double yellow line. What are you doing? So the fact that it's not more than that surprises me. But of course, 9 in 10 have to see the rage, because 1 in 10 is the absolute ked BMW driver who just parks like the flipping War of the Worlds scene. This morning ain't the same without Pinch and Judy. I don't mind Rylan either, says Alex. All right. I think it's Ronnie Pickering's cousin. You nicer than Xmas Holly, Steve. Thank you. Phil Lander, barely even knew her. Mummy driver light. Don't bring that up again. I still get in trouble for that. Ryan got kicked for complaining about illegal immigrants. Yeah, well, you'd see what happens to me in the next week or so. Ah, dear. It's not that. Listen to 5 Live and get the real version of the joke. Brilliant, Steve, says Charlotte. Could you ever make as awkward viewing as Holly after the Schofield event? Are you okay? I wasn't after watching that. I was like, yeah, I didn't cringe this much watching The Office. Pull my skin off my back. Badly parked cars were a bit more progressive than Badly Drawn Boy. Yeah, I like the one that was... don't know it. Does hitting a tree count as a collision? It did for... Who was it? Mark Bolan. Butter. Ha ha ha. Says Paul. Brother bought a coconut, he bought it for a dime. His sister had another one, she paid it for a lime. She put the lime in the coconut. Was better than awkward second album. M says, not if you do it in a wood, Paul. Birds do it, bees do it. I had to walk to school, it was 3 miles. I left school with no qualifications. The kids these days don't know their boy. OMG, we've peaked. What's happened? Paul Cox got hate the other day too. Yeah, but his career's on fire. Mine's not. My brother is in an electric wheelchair. Great band. Imagine trying to get past cars on pavements. People blocking my way. 2 yesterday. I limping on my leg after I fell in the supermarket. Oh, did they have one of those wet signs down? If not, sue them. Shah, took you long enough. Now, I had a message from Martin in the chat there saying, check your blueski. Indeed, I said it out loud and told you I was going to go and check my blueski. So I don't know why I'm pretending like this is some sort of big secret reveal. Martin says Statham in an Erasure video. Run to the sun. We won't be able to hear this, but we don't need to. I think it's the... I'll play the music. That's what the... No, that's not their song, is it? I couldn't do that bit, but other than that, it was going well. Yeah, I couldn't do that bit. Stop doing that bit, and I could do that bit. What, nearly falling over? I'm all over that. I mean, you wouldn't see... The abs are there, you just wouldn't see them. Also, you've overdone it with the zinc. Oh, that's it. Pop the shirt on. That's good. Well, you're up to date. I'm going to pause that before the algorithm thinks I'm into that stuff. Interesting. Charlotte says, Alan, honestly, this is why I hate people. Don't you wish sometimes you could just swipe people out of the way? Oh, if I had the power of telekinesis, you just hear people thudding against walls. Slow walkers. Sorry. Was uphill both ways, Rubes. He looks like the uphill both ways type. I think that's what you're saying, Kerms. You won't want to see it. Charlotte says, I want to see you in a chrome body paint. Well, that brings us nicely to our usual returning nighttime feature, Temu Shopping with Steve.
Temu Shopping with
Temu.
Steve and Alan. Join the fun, shop with everyone.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Why not? Think about this. Right, so what we've been doing regularly on this part of the show, I've been going in the Temu app, which actually the AliExpress one has given me far worse stuff recently. So I've been clicking on the ones that are a bit dodge, and we've been looking at them. Under the premise of, you could go to ko-fi.com/Mr. Stephen Allen, give me £1, I'll spend it on some of this rubbish, right? That's what keeps this show afloat. Turns out I'm not getting the Holly Willoughby money that I thought I was. So... let's see what I could be buying from Temu and AliExpress. Would it be things like this? Never get laid again. Tired of getting laid? Just too much layingness? Then why not have a belt with all of the different symbols from, I'm guessing, Microsoft XP? Let's have a look. Retro, it is flipping it. Y2K Retro Windows Vista. Oh, Vista as well. So even Windows fans wouldn't want to bone you. This is a... And why does the algorithm think I'd want this? Vista Poo Belt. Alloy 4-color logo buckle with V for the back to school. I wouldn't put my kids through that. I wouldn't send them back to school dressed up as Windows Vista. If my kids dressed as Windows Vista, I'd bully them. But the algorithm knows. I guess I like Windows. Yeah, it doesn't really know I'm a Linux guy deep at heart, but I like an operating system. And I'm willing to admit I like a bit of Microsoft. I don't like Microsoft enough to wear this t-shirt. Thanks, algorithm. I don't care if it's a hot rice. Funny memes. Not that funny. T-shirt, micro penis. Microsoft parody humorous geek tee. Of course, if you want to buy an actual t-shirt, you should go to the links in the description, the actual merch store that this show has. It's weird, isn't it? Literally, you can just make stuff. We've got a merch store. I have an actual EP out. Someone should have stopped me. Or would I like to buy this? I heart to finger paint. And she'd go around wearing a t-shirt saying, I'm paint. And they both look like they're finding this hilarious. She looks like she is particularly not understanding that joke. Valentine matching outfits for couple. I love to finger paint. I'm pair. This one's better. The, what was it we said earlier on? I tried to do my funny bits. I had a woman, she was in fits. I'm motorboated on her tits when I'm selling t-shirts. I mean, it's not bad, actually. It's quite funny. Or, would you... Look, if you get eaten by a cannibal after this, that's on you, isn't it? And if you... Is this for kids? A nap blanket, cabbage, pancake blanket, summer air conditioning. It's not air conditioning, it's a blanket. Don't do that to me. But also, if your kids get eaten, it's your own dumb fault. Oh, the kid's going down for a nap. I'm just going to dress them up with the lights. I'm going to dress them, actually, would make it worse. A light dressing and a lettuce leaf. They got eaten. Well, it's your own dumb fault. Bad parenting. Or... Now, you don't know what my criticism of this is going to be yet, right? A 6-meter giant inflatable female legs inflatable body balloon for party. What a party. Oh, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to afterwards because of the chafing. But don't get me wrong. I love the idea of 6-meter long an inflatable woman's lower half. Who wouldn't? But not at £704. That's 16% off. Oh, because with the added 16%, I think that's a dumb amount of money to pay. Back to school. It's either this or you get dressed as Windows Vista, son. What can I say? AliExpress wanted to ruin your life. 700. It was £838. She don't even take her tights off. Why would you stick that out the window? Who are you trying to attract? Roxanne! Got the wrong idea. This is what happens when you try and save money by not putting the lights on. Or would I like to, and I think this might be the final one, previously on Stephen Allen Thinks About Buying Things from AliExpress, there have been a lot of things that look rude, and I think they are rude, but the description was like neck massager, and you're like, that's not, I don't go near your neck. There was an eye massager that was clearly for the downstairs. There was a thornless something or other, water dowsing equipment. And you look at it and you go, that's definitely for up the bottom. Just read the caption. Men's penis massager cup for personal pleasure silicone material. Oh. It's not though, is it? I know it says sport on the side of it, and I, love sport as much as the next man, but I don't think that's a cup for your, the old John Thomas. If it is, mine is misshapen. I had no idea I was foolishly going through life with a monotoe penis. It doesn't even look that supportive if you look at what's on the... No, it's just a no. 6 inches. He's got a whole foot down there. Well, let's have a look at some of the comments on that. I thought we'd run out of ridiculous things that Temu and AliExpress are showing me, but no. Here we go, said Charlotte. Having a walking stick can be quite handy for crafty pavement re-education. I like it. We should send them off to camps. Wait a minute. Polishing the belt. God, there's not enough words around with belt. Melt just doesn't quite fit. Felt we're clearly going to get in there. Here's the deal that I've been dealt. A bigger fool I've never felt. Oh, come on, you get. I was sitting there polishing my belt when I'm cleaning windows. It's late, leave me alone. Software update needed. Yes, imagine how bad Timur Cambridge sociology professor is like. Once you've defragged your hard drive, stay away from my hard drive. Microsoft is named after the worst kind of penis already. True? Good point. Yeah, you're right. That micropenis t-shirt cannot be in the merch store. True. No, it's not. Putting the open into micropenis. Oh, yeah. Joodle says OMG. Is about that finger painting video. Oh, and you're right. Yeah. That's definitely, that makes way more sense. No wonder she looks miserable. One of our teachers started an assembly shouting, "Great tits." I bet he ended a few that way as well. These are the t-shirts you see people wearing in non-English speaking countries while on holiday. If there are any if he's here, if you're non-English speaking, go to the merch store and buy some of my t-shirts. They're less offensive. If someone gave me that t-shirt on Valentine's Day, they'd get a slap somewhere in the Havering area, I imagine. Let us sleep. Not sure cannibals are into cabbage. No, but it's the dressing, isn't it? It's all in the presentation. It's a good disguise to save you from cannibals. Giant bunnies, however. Bunnies, it must be bunnies. That one's for Em. She's gone to bed. Joodles, OPM. When did Rupert start wearing heels? Oh, thank you for ruining my childhood and costing me £700. Those legs look like me after a heavy night. Hang on. I'll tell you what, I bet you if you've been out looking like that all night with those heels, at the end of it, you must just want to relax and slip your feet into a men's penis massage cock cup for personal pleasure silicone material. Oh, that's much better, isn't it? Come, my lady. You're my butterfly, my sugar baby. Well, don't know it. You never wore a thong. Hang on. Your Xmas shopping sorted. It is. I'm a size 4 if anyone wants to buy me those flip-flops for work. 4? It has been cold recently, me too. My teacher's assembly was about context. My school, like prison cell block H, one of the warden teachers were called Vinegar. Well, you can't say that, can you? That's... That's a lot of words for flip-flops. I understand why, as a man, you would not want to say I've bought... And flip-flops is the wrong phrase for anything down there. In Oxford, the shark in his roof guy had cinema that had massive woman's legs. At carrier tids at the front. Do what? That sounds like a meteor shower. Right. I think we've got this to do before we go. Must tell you this. That's the wrong button. Before we go, must tell you this.
Here are the plugs where you can see Steve and Helen all this week.
Bunnies. Hi, I'm Stephen Allen. Why don't you have a little look at where you could be seeing me coming soon? Soon. But plugs. Tomorrow, 12:30 p.m., a little down the line from this studio with Alex on Talk Radio TV Radio. And then tomorrow, Free Speech Nation. But due to not a booking error, what's the opposite of a booking error? What is the opposite of an error? A booking non-error. An un-error. An error. Due to a booking error, I'm hosting Free Speech Nation tomorrow. Should be all right. Bit of couple of jokes, bit of a laugh. Talk about some free speech. You can almost say whatever you want as long as you don't make the Ofcom double down on me. But then, that's the end of the good news, because Monday's GB News breakfast thing, it was too much, Steve. They've unbooked me from it. And I'll get credit where it's due. They would have had me on this morning, tomorrow hosting, and then Monday morning. Yeah, fair enough. Even I think that's too much me. And then I can't do a streaming one on Tuesday, midday or nighttime. I'm away from the shed. But on Thursday, I'll be on GB News. I should have written that on Wednesday. On Thursday, we'll be back, probably a nighttime one, but I've not checked the diary yet. But and that's Friday night on yeah. So much for that. The cup massager is my what 3 words? But it is as well. It's those twitchy little noses. They what do they need such good eyesight for anyway? Where have we got to? In Australia, they do call flip-flop thongs. That's closer to the massage area, at least. Did I ever tell you one of the other jokes I got in trouble for at BBC Radio Kent? The Lower Thames crossing. Big deal, because the Dartford crossing with the bridge over it, they've maxed out all they can do. The next big thing will be the Lower Thames crossing, which is going to be another tunnel going under the Thames. And it was, I can't remember where it joins up on the other side. It must be somewhere on the far end of Tilbury. But on the Kent side, it goes through an area. Let's get this right. It will be in a place called Shorn, which is like SHORN. And it has to, the road is going to go around the village of Thong to then go down into this tunnel. And I did a joke saying it's not the first time you've had to slip around a thong to get into a hole. And I thought that was like really good. I just keep getting it wrong. Look after yourself, Steve. All right. So look after yourself, Treacle. Stay lucky. You're off to bed. I don't blame you. Free Speech Nation is ruled by Ofcom. It will be tomorrow. That's never too much. There's never too much, Steve. I don't know. Even I think it's too much, Steve. Thursday night, I can rope Tracy in. I bet you can. You've been learning. I don't know the word for it. There's a Japanese word for it, isn't it? I've already said bukkake tonight. That's why I'm cleaning windows. Can you show me that piece of paper again? I missed some of it. Ruben, thank you for that. Did I tell? Oh, no, I shouldn't keep telling these stories. So basically, I think we're done. If you'd like to go to kofi.com/Mr. Stephen Allen, all I'm looking for is £6.16. No real reason. I'm not telling you what. Back to school. If I were elite, I could get that for £2. But I'm not saying what I need the money for. I'm just saying I could kofi.com/Mr. Stephen Allen. 148 people added it to the cart. 6 people gave it a positive review. It's not a lot, is it? And I'll tell you why. You can't fit your todger in it. It's your own dumb fault. And by the way, the art of libraries is what it says in the box. Not that I've studied this for ages. Lubricant of success. Sport. Sweat. Would you like to have a massager that talks about sweat being the lubricant of success? No, neither would I, or anyone else. But for just £6.16, you could also have the art of libraries. I don't go in many libraries, but if you go in a library with one of those and try and pop it on the old todger, they will tell you to shush. Because it's plastic, right? Oh, it won't fit. Why is this post in the middle of it? Oh, shh. It's the lubricant of success. Don't shush me. That was a little vignette I like to call trying to wear your cup in a library. You're up to date. Did you do the joke after the butt plug? Nah, yeah, I probably shouldn't ever be allowed out, should I? I wonder if that slipper is about the nerves and stimulations. Don't wonder, because that's how they get you. The next thing you know, you're buying a shoe for your tongue. Thank you for doing the stream tonight. It's been emotional. It has, yeah. Sure, that's your new treatment. Oh, Vomit's just given us some money. Oh, Vomit, thank you. I will take it. Here's some of it. You've nearly bought me a men's penis massage cock cup. Do I have to send you a video of it? No, hang on. Shush and submit. That must be your 3 words? It would be a pubic library. Aren't they just books? To show they aren't made of dolls. What? Do the thongs come in plain packaging for delivery? Jules is screaming, and these days I'm not sure why. I know you're on the Discord these days. Depends who else is in there. Web Squirrel says, I hardly knew it. Slipper, I hardly knew her. Sure, Slipper, I barely know her. All right, we're all going to be doing that joke for a while. And well, I think we've caught up with everything. Right, there we go. Don't worry, be happy. Well, if I'm taking requests. It's gone out of tune. That's not me, is it? It was. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. You can't be happy. Your cup is shaped like a shoe. Do you know they do those things that you can like grow a cucumber in and it makes the cucumber the same shape? They do it for apples and watermelons. You can have square watermelons. You can have a cucumber that looks very rude because it grows and just fits. I'm worried that's what this is for. Tantalizingly close to a biphallic massager. Yeah. I'll give you that. It's gone out of tune. When I'm wearing slippers on me Todge. Are we still playing cake or not? Is that now over? Sorry, that's dumb. I ate the cake. Are you telling me they cheated on That's Life? Yeah. Flat-footed... Well, that's a good point, yeah. Paul says, you know what they say about a man with big feet? Does that work for the massager? I guess it does, doesn't it? Has it ever been in tune? Oi, it started out all right, didn't it, today? You try and having a minor diminished 7. No, because when we start, I only bought the Temu ukulele for this show. I don't play the ukulele, and I know that's obvious. But, sod it, here's the rest. Oh, you've doubled up on me. You've bought me the entire penis shoe. What's happened to my life where I'm now asking people to buy penis shoes? Whilst strumming an instrument I don't play, late at night on my own in a shed. 1.5 cup massagers. Now that sounds more... There's a sense of anticipation about this chord. The ukulele is cake. That explains it. Sorry, I'll kiss the uke to make up for it. Saturday night's all right for tipping. Ivor Biggin cheered as Doc Cox on That Life. Oh my God. You're right. Pictures of things that are kind of phallic in nature and silly songs. Oh God. This is the new That's Life. I was going to make a joke there, an obvious joke, but I don't want to do because it's of bad taste. But, you know, give it a few months after she's gone, we'll do it. Lots of blues songs have objects to describe sex terms double entendre. I wonder what watermelon could be described as. That's right, I had a watermelon. Cheated, not cheered. Good point. Rubes. I think we're done. Honestly, I think I've covered all the main bases there. Thank you very much for watching. If you get time, go back and leave a comment when this video has become an actual video. You can subscribe. That's it. Hit the bell. Do all those things. There isn't anywhere else I'd want to be on a Saturday night at 11:30. Have I done an hour and a half? I do apologise. And, yeah, well, to be honest, it doesn't matter. We do a slightly longer one today because we won't get to do one until next Thursday. And Vomit, thanks to all the things. Because of that, I was going to sing you a song, but you've paid enough money that I'm not going to do. That would be cruel. I would never repay someone by making them listen to more songs. Whereas everyone else, here's a little... No, I'm kidding. Flick the bell and you more talented than the That's Life guy. Alan, I'd still take his money. Judel says, thank you, Steve. Thank you. Great stuff, Steve. Very funny. You're too kind. Someone said something about Paul Cox earlier on. His career's on fire. I can't remember it. But yeah, no, big fan of his work. Oh, I miss you. No, I miss you. Shrinkflation. Speak for yourself, just because mine doesn't fit in a shoe. Something about insole. Do you know, there's a... Thanks, Steve, says Ruben. No singing. Praise the uke. All praise the uke. Thank you, Von. No, thank you, Von. And until next time, have yourself a good one. See you tomorrow on Free Speech Nation. Bye.
Here comes the news with a twist and a grin. Steve and Alan diving in again.
Britain is in the grip of a vomiting epidemic.
Always sure.
Eating TV adverts.
He'll hit your brain like a lightning spark. Steve and Alan almost daily. Laughs and facts served out plainly. Yet those who win, it's never shady. Steve and Alan almost daily.
I know it's the 8th time I've been diagnosed today, but just do it one more time.